Hey.
Hi.
Happy Wednesday morning, everybody. Brandon Jones here. I got Ian Hank. I got Mr. Brad Ellis. We got Mr. Michael Damiani, who will be joining me on the side. That is it. You get 4 out of 9 today. We have allies, all over the place. Carl Bossman's a working man now, so
big stiff, working stiff.
And that Don Casanova, he's hard to nail down. But we have 4 of us that are here specifically to watch the PlayStation meeting, and they're going to talk. It's just a water cooler event, really. I mean, they're going to talk about parking.
Yeah.
Fees.
Yeah.
There's some changes in the cafeteria at Sony.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some game announcements. They might possibly announce a new console. But thank you so much for joining us. And let us know how this looks and sounds. We're playing a little fast and loose today. We did headphones when we sat here during E3. And we are just doing these 4 mics. We got the doors open because it is Southern California at 11:33 in the morning. Get hot and progressively hotter. So it's nice to air out the room a little bit. We got 30 minutes here to hang out before the PlayStation meeting starts. Ian, you were screaming for some Bloodborne music before we kick things off.
Yeah.
Is Bloodborne in your mind today?
I'd love more Bloodborne. I doubt it.
Yes, but you doubt?
I mean, I doubt it.
You wouldn't bet on it?
I mean, I did bet on it. I bet that they're gonna stealth drop. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Stealth drop Bloodborne 2. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more Dark Souls 3 DLC stuff, though.
Really, has that come out yet, though? I mean, they
DLC?
announced the next one before the first one comes out?
No, I just mean like some footage of the new
of the new one. Okay,
yeah,
another trailer. Okay.
Yeah. Gameplay footage.
What is your number one hope? What is your number one dream?
Final Fantasy 7. Let's go.
Just more.
Let's see that. Yeah, let's get some more of that
Okay.
going. Let's get some more clarification what the game's gonna be exactly.
Are we good?
Damiani thinks it's good.
Chat says lighting is good.
Look at Damiani, everybody.
Lighting's good.
Arkham Fantasy, thank you.
Get cozy. It's time to announce some stuff. So yeah, we're not gonna have the headphones on. We're gonna be listening off the television. So there might be an air of the PlayStation meeting hanging in the room, but hopefully, primarily you'll be able to hear us through the microphones.
Sophie's hype.
Sophie's hyped. And the rest of the allies are hyped. They just unfortunately cannot be with us today. Maybe some of them will pop up in chat. What are your hopes and dreams, Damiani?
I hope that we get Neo at $400 or less dollars.
The system.
Yeah,
Right.
the system.
Boy, yeah, that's
Oh,
all where our heads
you
were
thought
at,
you
right?
thought I was
I'm
talking
like,
about
Neo,
crazy.
yeah, all right.
We know when we say it, we need to hopefully we get the official name today, obviously, and it's not PlayStation Neo.
PlayStation forever.
So we don't have to have this confusion anymore about the game.
What it was
Neo.
called the PlayStation Neo, like the PlayStation NIOH.
Yeah.
And like the
Oh,
whole
We
upgrade
built
was
this
just
system.
we built this for this video
For
game.
the game Neo.
For
Just
Neo.
wait.
I would nod in approval for,
Yeah, I'd
for
be
that
like,
game.
sure,
But
all right.
yes.
Yeah. Good choice.
Yeah. So price. Hopefully it's less
Whoa.
400 or less. What's up?
Rem Kaiser, subscribe.
Oh, when you say well like that, I think something's technically wrong.
Oh.
You are a subscriber now.
You're a subscriber.
You're a
Um,
subscriber now.
We unfortunately we're not, just like we did during E3. We're probably gonna be paying a little less attention to chat.
So we might miss them sometimes.
Thank you for
There.
everybody picking up subs and resubs, and thank you everybody for tuning in today and for subbing today.
I got messages
It's an
today.
exciting day to sub. You got messages.
About Final Fantasy VII remake coming out in March next year. People are sending me links to articles saying,
Who are these people?
What are
talking
your
about?
thoughts on this? Final Fantasy VII
That
coming out in
seems
March.
too good to be true.
Getting
the
announced.
remake or
Yeah,
the
it's
Remake
Part
part
one?
one. Part
Oh,
one.
wow,
Not
okay.
Part one.
Yeah. So that would be pretty cool. I highly doubt it, but
Please.
I
they
hope
put a
there's
date, that'd be good.
PlayStation meeting has had new game reveals like in big games before. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is gonna be hardware
Boys
focused."
RD.
There's only gonna be hardware announcements. Don't expect a bunch of new stuff, especially with TGS next week, or it is next week, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I think they have, and like I think there could be some new game announcements.
Oh
I
yeah.
think there'd be some good
Today
game
or at
announcements
TGS?
today.
Yeah, there'll be
Oh yeah,
at least
today.
At least.
You have to tie it into some kind of look at that now.
Yeah, yeah.
It can't all be just talking. Like there's got to be some game. Will we see? This would have been an interesting bet. We unfortunately have not posted our podcast yet. It is ready to go on YouTube whenever we're done. We'll get that podcast up later today. But we did make some bets. We made some bets last night, during the stream. But we never talked about like comparisons. Like, do you think we're actually going to get like a 50-50? Look at it over here. Look at it over there.
God,
Are they going to get
so.
that technical? Because
That would be it'd be weird because it'd be cool to do that, but then on the other hand, it's kind of like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're like, look at our new system and look how crappy our old system
Yeah.
is. So I don't know if they would do that to themselves.
It's like, how are you going to advertise it,
Right,
though?
yeah.
You're going to have to take that leap no matter what at one point.
Yeah.
And I hope they illustrate that point with Final Fantasy 15.
Ooh, me too!
Remember
Show
that demo when he
show those
tweeted
technical
that
issues on the
couldn't work?
normal PS4 version. Frame rate issues.
Yeah.
Noctis is like.
What if it just runs well?
choky,
What if they replay the Titan demo? Remember that Titan
Yeah,
demo
yeah,
that didn't
yeah.
work? at all?
Buttery smooth.
What if they replay that? And we're like,
Oh, it's a
that's
video
how the Titan's
game.
supposed to go.
Yeah.
Buttery
That file
smooth.
looks sweet now.
Yeah.
15.
Oh, I gotta buy a PS4K.
I can't wait for that Polygon multi-review of the different versions of Final Fantasy 15. PS4, like 5 out of 10, and then like Neo version, 9 out of 10. No technical issues.
No tech issues.
So we're at the PlayStation Theater in New York.
They own a theater?
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
we
where
got
they
the
revealed
Microsoft theater. The Microsoft is in LA. It's like
Oh.
The
it's so
Microsoft?
genius. Yeah, it's like the Microsoft theater.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it's called. But that's like the one. I think it was formerly the Nokia theater. or
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
down-
they changed
yeah.
the names.
Uh-huh.
And it's just so great. It's such a classic Microsoft move to be like, well, we do like a couple things here. We might as well buy it. But yeah, I wonder what the PlayStation Theater is. That's like a pop-up theater, or is that they just naming that for today?
No, I think that's where they unveiled the PlayStation 4 originally in New York. Was there, I think.
Because I do have a strong vision of people buying PlayStation 3s and 4s in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, that's always a big deal. There's lots of people very cold right before.
Oh, yeah, of course, of
Doing
course.
getting their Christmas shopping done early. Don't want to do spoilers for a lot of the. We did bets on the stream though, so people know bets.
Yeah.
they were there for the
We
bets
did the
last
bets
night.
on the stream.
and one of them was our. But the bet for the for the podcast is one I keep coming back to, which is release date. Which I don't want to spoil that
Oh.
yet. What our bets were.
Yeah.
But spoilers, they were all in 2016. So none of us think this is going to be pushed to next year. Is that just like Kyle loves to match? Well, Nintendo did 5 months here and Microsoft did 4 months there.
Yeah.
So we're just basing that off of their
To me, it makes sense.
their past experience, basically. Like
To me, it makes sense to put this out this year because of VR. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like a good pairing to have the stronger system paired with the thing that probably needs more hardware to run. I don't know if they'd launch them day and date, but before a holiday makes sense. If you put this thing out in January, February, you missed a month of sales.
right.
Getting some suggestions from chat
Yeah, I was
about
just saying.
that.
Let's a technical
they
talk.
want. So here's the thing. I saw about the readjusting the position of the PlayStation Stream window. I can make that happen. They want the screen bigger. We had this
This
go
is
back
an
and forth.
ongoing back and
The
forth.
ongoing battle with our chat, because it was like almost we had the straw poll or whatever we did that time to ask people if they wanted the stream window bigger or they wanted us bigger.
Yeah.
And we came to the conclusion that people want to see our reactions. You can watch stream, but then we had a ton of people complain that it's hard to sync up watching we told them open another window, so we might be reacting to something and they see it behind or they see it ahead of us. So it kind of ruins their experience. So, what do you guys thought?
I will make a quick and dirty, decisive action here.
Here we go.
Do it, Jones.
Executive action.
I will swing my Sephiroth sword and be exacting. It works out well for us when other people link to our reactions, right?
How big is it?
That's
is it
something.
Like tiny
well, no,
baby?
it's literally
yeah,
one or
I-
the other. It's like
can-
whether we're big
no,
or
yeah,
they're
no,
I can
no.
bring it up on the screen, so I'll let you guys see what it is. So give me a sec. I'm walking on stage.
I just think it works. It works in our benefit if we're big, and then something fun happens here.
Yeah.
We make a soundbite or something, and somebody wants to clip that out, and then you don't have to just grab the picture at the bottom and blow that up. You know.
Change one thing real fast.
Like, for example, Hideo Kojima, included us talking about his product at a later little episode that he did, about.
So for marketing purposes.
Yeah.
I think this actually can be bigger.
That's important to me.
I mean, yeah, I think make the stream as big as it can possibly
Here we
be
go. So
on the
everyone
bottom of the
switch to
screen.
right. So I'm gonna make this bigger. So give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
we look good.
That can be way bigger.
Oh my god. Lighting's all blown out.
Bring
though.
it up
That's
to
not
our
gonna do.
elbows.
Lighting's all blown out.
Let me do this live.
Yeah.
Goddess.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the better.
Showed no more some respect. There we go.
That's the better. Yeah.
Alright. See how chat reacts to that. Biggest screen. We got it bigger for you.
Corporate Jones.
Bigger,
Corporate Jones.
Fatter. Best.
Papa Jones making a call.
Alright, so there you
2
go.
subscribers, Ace Jackson and Yahweh.
Perfect letters.
You're a
Bigger
subscriber
height,
now.
perfect,
You're a
perfect.
subscriber.
Yes, I think we got it.
Right now you're subscribing. Baby, subscriber.
Thanks for your help,
Just
chat.
been
Thanks, chat.
subscribers.
So helpful.
Appreciate it.
So civil.
We've done it.
GLG Jason's really
Yeah.
excited about it.
Where's Cal Bossman?
That's the question.
Where is
Where is Kyle
Bossman?
Bossman?
The Bossman drops in, he plans his bets, and he's out. And he's gone.
Will Nomura
plans.
reveal himself?
Plans.
What? Who?
Will Nomura reveal himself? Oh,
In a video.
man.
No more's not gonna go there.
Come on,
Yo.
he's been on stage. He was at PSX.
He did go to PSX. That was surprising. We
Oh,
were
we
within
got to
feet of the
bask
man.
in his glory.
I know.
Have they done a PlayStation meeting of that name?
Yeah.
Before, just in the
that was
random.
when they announced the PS4.
Oh yeah, okay.
And they were also super casual about it.
Yeah, but that was still that
have
was
to-
still like an event.
If we ever have something like a really big announcement, we should just have like an Easy Allies meeting.
A meeting.
Just gonna have a meeting. We're gonna stream it
Go over the minutes.
like you do with the meeting.
Yeah.
If you were to have a Michael Damiani meeting, what would
Oh,
you
man.
announce at it? What would it be like?
That'd be so great. Dang. I definitely would announce something amazing and then tell people they couldn't have it.
Yeah.
And I would tell them, yeah, you can't pre-order this now. You're not going to be able to get this. We're just working on it.
Here's
Just-
a logo.
Just deal with it. It's going to be coming out on this date, but you won't be able to buy it for a week after it comes out. It's just going to sit in store shelves.
Oh, I dare
You
you.
can't
and,
buy it.
and you get to stare at it for a week. The Cartman strategy, or just like official release date, November 21st. You cannot buy it till
Yeah.
November 28th.
Available date.
Well, I hate it when like Best Buy will have like the thing out. I'm like for a
Oh, yeah.
0.2 seconds. I'm like, what? And like it's like, oh, it comes out. Blah
Oh,
blah
right,
blah. I'm
it's
like,
a
don't
fake
put it on the
product.
shelf.
Yeah. You
How dare you.
monsters.
But how dare you is how you operate. What would the Ian Hick meeting be like?
Probably kind of weird. Or I'd play it like
Probably.
real straight just to mess with people. It'd be like super boring intentionally for like 4 hours.
I think you just do like a little bit of both. Have
Yeah.
like someone in front, like talking, but there's like an
Yeah.
interpretive dancer behind them the whole time,
yeah.
like interpreting.
Actually, that's funny because I had an idea for a series that I wanted to do called Interpretive Dance to Mundane Conversations, where it's just people like talking, but then someone in the background is like dancing to their. I should do that.
Yeah. Well, someone else is gonna do it before you know.
Well, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
Jack
Dibs.
Cannon.
You're giving him like at least 2 hours to produce this thing and
Yeah.
post it on YouTube.
Would we all agree that Don's going to host it?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So the
Yeah,
allies-
Well, any
yeah.
meeting, yeah, of course.
Don hosts
Don's
any
hosting
meeting.
it.
Yeah.
Let it be known that every and all job available at Easy Allies is offered to Don first before anyone else, and Don's just extremely selective about what he
Yeah.
wants to work on. The Bradley Ellis meeting
Funko Land.
is
Oh my
exclusively announcing what.
Oh man, Hidetaka Miyazaki teaming up with Nomura for Final Fantasy 16.
Whoa!
The dream.
Can I have more than
chaos.
4 people at my party in this game?
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
there. I'm sold. I can swap some people
Wait, at a
out
time or like that you could pick from?
that I can pick from.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Give me a
Of
5th
course.
character.
Yeah, of course.
Just somebody.
Just
Give you
one
8.
more.
Somebody unusual. Maybe
you
a
8.
different race, perhaps. I'm just going out on a limb
Course,
here.
yeah.
Woman.
If
know,
Miyazaki's
maybe a woman-
involved, there's gonna be
I
some
think
gross characters.
honestly, in 2016, I think that's asking way too much.
Too
I
much.
think-
Too
yeah.
much. Too much.
But yeah, she's like the only character not wearing gray in literally like the game.
Oh my god.
That's true. That's
they had
actually-
like a whole string of billboards at PAX, and I was just like gray, 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 gray. Like all their hair's gray. Like,
Some of them are
That's
wearing
the
Raises
fashion
out.
in their
gray.
land.
it is true.
Their
Some of
city.
them are wearing dark gray.
The higher you get up in social stature, the less color you can wear.
Yeah, the darker the
They
gray.
strip you of
is. Yeah.
The Emperor's New Black Clothes.
Rumored that the meeting will be between 90 and 120 minutes. What is your source, chat?
Yeah.
What is your
Yeah.
source?
There's a
Prove
bet.
it.
Prove
That's-
it, ticket.
Prove it.
That's another dumb Kyle Bossman bet. I'm surprised you didn't get that. What is the actual running time?
Oh yeah, more than an hour.
You didn't ask about hand
yeah.
positions and stuff. You
Oh
know,
my
Oh
God.
yeah,
how
he's
long
gonna
people's
do
hands
this
will be.
thing.
Yeah.
But who we getting? I mean, we're getting Sean. We're getting
Sean Layden, Andrew House.
Andrew
We're getting Andrew.
House.
We're getting House.
Shuhei Yoshida.
No more Adam Boys. Adam Boys is gone.
He's gone.
Where'd he go?
He is now working with I can't remember
The
the name of the
indie
company.
game, right?
But he joined an independent game studio.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or indie
Yeah.
studio.
I didn't know that.
You want
And,
to get in a game, real
he's
game
out.
stuff.
But it's fun. It makes sense because it's really fun. I've noticed that as like a trend with executives that I've met through like crazy business dealings and stuff, that like they love stepping down from a big company and then taking all of their contacts and their expertise, and starting something new. Like it's kind of like it's like New Game Plus
Yeah.
for executives. They're just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can just start over and my pistol's all leveled up in RE4. Let's do this. So we're. I mean, of course, we're not going to find out what they're working on, for like 2-3 years, unfortunately.
Leveling up the
Iron
RE4
Galaxy
pistol is
where
Iron
it
Galaxy,
is.
nice.
Yes.
Iron Galaxy. I know that name.
What's up, everybody? So yeah, we're 14 minutes away. We're starting on time, Damiani?
It's up to them.
Yeah, they never
I
start.
mean, I know
PlayStation,
you're
no.
asking,
Yeah,
will
they
they?
never
But
start on time.
there have been times when they're really good about it, like on Let's Go. But history has shown that Sony has been the one that I think that starts like the latest sometimes.
Yep.
Like, sorry, give us a little bit more time.
Right.
And they usually go the longest. So I don't know. I think this one will start 1 minute after 12.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that Final Fantasy VII originally came out on September 7th.
Whoa.
I think that was the case.
Right.
I will
All
leave
right,
that in
September
chat.
7th.
Link us the
1997?
Wikipedia article
1997.
with the launch.
We're not going to look at the link.
I want sources. I'm telling chat they have to provide links now for their sources.
Put a bibliography.
You see a link. It could be to like
Oh yeah.
a trailer for like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be any link.
like the first like Dark Souls, and you're just like good.
Got
Nice.
Yes, that's how we do things.
Well done.
Can't just say the internet anymore. Everyone was saying internet is my source.
Again, thank you to all the subs and resubs. Yeah, I'm glad. You know, I was tempted to start an hour early, but I'll be honest. I could talk to you guys for hours about anything, but yeah, we really just want to see this damn console.
I want to see the.
And you gotta wonder if you have an announcement like this, if you're throwing just like another random date out of nowhere, and you possibly want to attach game announcements to it. I wonder if that leaves anybody in like a really weird place where they're like, I really wanted to be at E3. I guess TGS is next week, but it's just like you got to like parse those out. I wonder, like, is it the beginning of the year? Do you do that? You know, like it's like going on a long-term hike and you only have so many snacks. You know, you're just like, we got to make it to the end of 2016.
Two things.
Oh, geez.
Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
Rockstar.
Ooh.
Let's go.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it?
Let's go.
Rocket.
So I'm in a win-win situation. If it's not here, I win a bet. If it is there, I win because it's there. But this will be the first time at a Sony event that Rockstar has announced a new video game.
Mm-hmm.
Not they announced the port, and that was fun for
Hang
Grand
on,
Theft Auto
I have
5.
to defend you for a second. The shirt has all the consoles on it, not just Xbox.
Oh, am I getting? Oh, they coming at me.
They're like, what are you wearing an Xbox shirt?
It's a console
The
war.
PlayStation is down here. It's console wars.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
The PlayStation.
Okay.
It's the Millennium Falcon.
The PlayStation.
Fair-
you look at
fair-
There's a
the
little
buttons right there.
commentary there,
balanced.
actually. That's
Then
kind
you
of
got some
interesting.
Wiimotes. See, there's like a Wiimote for the X-wing.
Yeah.
So it's Nintendo going at Xbox, and Sony's like, I'll help Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's not the case. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Revenge, Red Dead
Revenge would be
Red
the way
Dead
to do
Red
it.
Dead
That's, well, that's
Revengeance.
my vote, but that's like it's a little too 1990s, you know.
That's true.
It's a little too Tony Hawk for me.
Red Dead
Revenge.
with a vengeance.
Red Dead with a Vengeance.
Red Dead Runner.
Red Deader. Hi, Soph.
Red Deader.
I mean, of course, I would want this, but that would be such a big, bold move because it's the way that I know Rockstar to operate is they're like, no, we're throwing the party. You know,
Right,
like,
yeah, they don't-
like we came at you when we knew there was nothing else you were gonna talk about that day. So like, we owned that day.
Yeah.
It's like if there's some cool JRPG that gets announced, Rockstar's like, we don't want you talking about that JRPG. We only want you talking about Red Dead 3, about
what can
Bully or
anyone
Grand Theft Auto
announce
6
now
or
that will top Red Dead? There's nothing right now that will top it.
if we do not get
PlayStation 4K.
Rockstar, do you anticipate being highly disappointed
No.
in this event?
No, of course not.
How high are our expectations? Like, what do we want? Is this just gravy here? Is this just like, hey, sure,
Yeah,
thanks, PlayStation, right on.
Yes.
This is like this
I wasn't
is
doing
like
anything Wednesday
not-
morning. Let's do it.
Yeah, not expecting anything,
stakes.
and then like they're like, oh, here's some cool
Yeah,
stuff.
it's September.
Yeah. Right before TGS.
TGS is in September, and that's about it. And we get this amazing thing.
I gotta be honest that Red Dead 2 remaster sounds legit. Just makes sense, you know?
Yeah. It
Because
does
you gotta
make
see,
sense.
especially you're showing off this like, it's
With-
kind of like
with
like
the PlayStation Neo,
like
yeah.
a remaster of Red Dead would kind of be like the PS4K itself.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of already own it, you know, but
Yeah,
this is just
yeah.
going to be way better. You know, as a fan of the thing, you're gonna have to have it. You know, I'm replaying Red Dead right now for the 4th time, and I'm gonna have to go in for number 5. You know, I probably won't stream that, but
Red Dead Rebellion was pretty good.
Red Dead Rebellion,
Red Dead Revolution.
Red Dead Revolution, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still
Red
just
Dead Revolution.
thinking about these names. Whoa, it's in France.
No, well I wanted to say the Spanish word, but I did the
Oh.
French accent.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
I don't speak Spanish or French, so.
I'm just gonna stop there. I'm just gonna stop doing that right there. 'Cause if I speak anymore in any kind of accent, I'll offend somebody. Are you Rockstar? Any investment at all, even from like an outside, like on the periphery?
I mean, it's not happening. I guess a new GTA would be cool, and a location they've never been before. That would be kind of sweet.
Gary,
I see
Indiana.
people say Gary, Indiana.
Vegas has been rumored for forever.
London.
Oh, Vegas
London
is a
too.
no-brainer.
They've done London, yeah.
2 red, 2 redemption.
Two red,
sorry.
two dead.
Two red, two dead.
2 red, 2 dead.
No, 3
there
red.
you go.
Yeah, two red, three dead.
Because Redemption
3
2.
red, 5 me.
I botched that, but now you get it.
Redemption 2.
Yeah, new location for GTA
Red
would be
Dead
cool if they
Space.
had that. That's not happening. They haven't done.
Red Dead Road Trip.
Where are the story expansions for GTA 5?
I think they're not doing them.
It was called Grand Theft Auto Online, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, I weep for Grand Theft Auto Online every time I get some email. It's like, hey, this double XP weekend. We got a whole new racetrack creator. You can make highways through skyscrapers, and I'm like, I that's like the number 5th game I want to play right now. But I got to get through all this other stuff first. But they've supported that a lot. I don't know if that's directly because of the money that they've made on Grand Theft Auto Online, or that every time they've invested something in that they've seen it come back to them the way they wanted to, or if they're like, we just committed to this thing, we cannot admit defeat. I don't know.
GTA VR.
Well, we got the first person mode the last time.
VR.
At every PlayStation event, we just get closer and closer into the world. At a future Sony thing, they're like, we built it. We built Liberty City out in the desert somewhere.
We built it. It's there.
We're gonna fly a bunch of gamers out to just go kill each other.
There are no laws.
Yeah.
Have fun.
We hired actors to play all the people.
Yeah. We'll see you in hell.
I would vomit all over my PS4, but I would love every minute of it. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, that's the thing about VR is that I'm not that excited.
Because you get real sick, right?
I've gotten a lot better actually.
Oh, really?
I actually did a bunch of VR at PAX and went through with flying colors.
I think it's because the tech is finally getting there.
I think so too.
Because the Vive is pretty good. It's pretty solid.
And I think it's like riding a bike. Just the more you do it.
Yeah.
Oh, stand by.
Woo!
Stand by.
It's happening.
So when it cuts to something, this is we're about to start. Was that a bad loop?
That was a bad loop.
Or was it just the stream stuttered?
Also, this is a total non sequitur, but the rain, when it hits the ground and bound, makes the PlayStation symbols. Like different ones do the X or square or
that's
triangle.
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I'm waiting for the bad loop. What was it? Is it just speeding up and stuff? Yeah,
it might have just been stream.
Yeah,
It might have been
one of the logo things just jumped from a position to the other side.
Yeah, I think it was probably a stream hitch.
How long's this loop, you think? 15 seconds?
Watch the circle.
Well, yeah,
on the
there's a
top
circle.
Right there.
I'm doing the triangle.
So it's going in an arch.
The triangle come in from the other side immediately? No, not triangle yet. There it is.
That's a square.
That's a square.
We're learning things. See, we're learning about
Triangle.
shit.
There's triangle. Yeah, I would say about 15.
There's
Or maybe
circle.
10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It's a nice casual loop. They love those symbols though. They love
them.
having people dance in them,
14.
having people living inside of them, experiencing life through the X.
It's about
What
20
are you?
seconds.
Are you a triangle? Are you a square? You circle? What are you in?
Triangle or X, probably.
Okay.
Triangle, for sure.
Okay, so you triangle be X. You're pretty square.
I'll be a square.
I'll be a circle. Okay.
yeah.
Got a quick question for chat. Anyone who's watching the stream on another thing, is there audio right now on the PlayStation stream, not our stream? There's a PlayStation stream audio right now. Let me know, because then I can hop over there and we can start messing with the audio to get our levels correct.
Why don't you just ask the fifth ally that we have behind the scenes?
Sophie.
Or yeah, right.
Sophie.
Sleep.
She is over there.
She's literally asleep, not responding to her name.
Sophie, can you hear the stream? There is audio. All right, so I'm gonna hop over there so we can mix this real quick.
Damiani's gonna mix.
Good job, Sophie. Make us money.
Mixmaster
All right.
Damiani.
So I'm gonna start at max.
Perfect.
So keep talking.
Talking.
Yeah.
Talking.
Oh yeah, we're talking, making
Let's
noise.
know if the-
Talking.
Let us know
Talking.
if the audio from the stream is too loud and drowning out the discussion.
Let us know if the audio on the stream is too loud and drowning out our discussion that we're going to continue having right now for test purposes. Can you hear our voices? Is the audio okay on the stream? If the audio is okay on the stream, say banana. If the audio is not okay on the stream, say bananas with an S.
Banana.
Banana.
Is it banana or banana? I don't know if there's any standing bets about this too, but they just come out and announce this thing, right? I mean, literally,
sorry,
lights go up, montage.
1 sec.
I know we planned it, and Huber did all his crazy predictions.
No stream audio.
Starting now.
Starting now.
Starting now.
Starting now, let us know.
Okay, so when they hear you,
Now I can't hear.
I had the
Oh no.
desktop audio muted for a second. My bad.
But now we can't hear it.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, it just got really
It just
quiet.
dropped to a low bass line.
It just went bass. Okay, they're saying banana.
Oh,
bananas.
pineapple. We're getting pineapples.
Oh, banana now. Banana.
That's good. Everything's fine.
They announced this thing right at the beginning, right? Because
Yeah.
the whole thing is
They
about
have
it.
to,
Yeah,
right?
they
So they
walk
gotta come out
and
and
they
tell us
say,
what it is, and then
here's
and
the
then,
PlayStation Forever, or whatever
yeah.
they're gonna call it.
And then now we double down.
The good don't touch.
Oh yeah, good. Don't touch.
All right, well, trust us. Let us know if it just gets too bad.
Xbox 360.
When the stream begins.
Okay.
Like, if there's a trailer, it's too damn loud or something.
These
I'm sorry,
trailers are
Damiani.
too damn loud.
But your trailers are just too darn loud.
Make a loud noise. Oh, they want us to imitate a Huber reaction real quick.
Make a loud noise.
So that their ears don't bleed.
Oh!
Oh, I can do that.
There you go.
That's like Charlie
Home
Brown,
Alone.
Huber.
You gotta do
Yeah.
Home Alone.
But yeah, I mean,
And
yeah.
X
So we're pretty much agreeing with that. Damiani, you agree? They're gonna announce this thing within the first 5 minutes of the press conference.
Oh, like what, everything about Neo?
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the lead.
Not necessarily everything, because that's
Whoa.
that's the meaning. But
They might start with Slim to get it out of the way because it's leaked and stuff.
Yeah,
to be like,
they'll get
that
let's,
first.
they might have read this like,
Oh, I
okay,
forgot
let's
that-
get this out of the way. Yeah, Slim exists. Here it's coming on this date. Here's the price. Done.
I forgot that they haven't actually announced.
Yeah,
the
that hasn't
Slim.
actually been announced. So I think they get Slim just out of the way. Like, okay, it's
Yeah.
done. Here's Slim. Now
you do,
here's
the, yeah,
Neo.
you do the video where you
If
see the
they're-
PS4 and then like, ooh, the camera like
Yeah,
rotates
yeah.
around. What's that?
If they're talking about both, they have to do Slim first because it would be silly
Yeah.
to do it the other way.
And then we jump into it.
Whoa, PSX. That's actually a good.
So they've done. I love the naming convention of the PlayStation systems. I love this 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You
Now
feel
they're gonna screw it up.
You feel safe. Yeah,
That
they're
ends
really
today.
they're really effing it up. And I think I think 4K is likely, but then I mean, are we getting another one before we get a PlayStation 5? Like, are we?
That's
Another
the question.
PlayStation?
And
No.
if,
That's the question.
You
Are
know,
they
like-
are they not?
and if they
doing
do,
iterations
is it like the
anymore?
4? Another letter or something?
4K
I just think
Slim.
You just 4K makes sense. They really lucked out.
Yeah.
Like Xbox has always been behind. We're like, we can't call it the Xbox 2.
You know,
Yeah.
Then the PlayStation 3.
you know, I think they'll eventually will be PlayStation 5. I think it's just gonna do the incremental jumps. It will mimic phone upgrades a bit. I don't know if it's gonna be like 4 whatever like.
Oh,
4,
so if they make another one,
4K,
that'll be the 4S or whatever, right?
5K or whatever the heck they use for the numbering system. They
Maybe
use
it'll be
6.
16K
But,
by
or,
then.
or, you know, or if they do 2 increments before, who knows? I think there'll be a set increment between each one going forward now, and it won't be. It'll be like not as big of a deal anymore when the brand new number one comes out. Like how you treat like a iPhone 7 that was announced today. It's like, yeah.
You mean people wait in line for days and?
Well, I mean the announcement of
Right.
it. It's like not so completely different than the previous one. Like few changes, nothing super drastic. Although the headphone jack thing could be considered drastic, but everything else is like kind of incremental upgrades each time. So you're not gonna get that leap that we were used to in the past, like PS2 to PS3, or when we went from Super Nintendo to like N64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Like PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, I think was like a huge jump for me.
Yeah.
And going
Yeah.
from
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And then Super Nintendo N64 is like, oh crap, like we can do 3D games now. I don't think we're ever gonna see a leap like that ever again. I think it's gonna be more what you used to like.
Sure.
I think PS3 to PS4 actually wasn't too big of a difference. It was a good increment, and I think that's what you should get used to going
Conversely, they might just wait to do 5 until it will be a big leap. You know, like they let quantum
There we go.
computing
forward.
happen.
Oh, we got
There we go.
live feed. Look at all
Live
those
feed.
laptops and tablets.
Yeah. We got
Amanda,
a report.
Amanda said it's gonna be called the PlayStation Fork.
Fork. All
I
right.
like
Okay.
that.
It's the 4K.
Okay.
I like that.
Get
That's
it?
what we should call it.
Get it? The fork.
Regardless.
4K.
Oh, I get it. Fork.
I don't know what I'm hearing, but I think I'm hearing Ghostbusters theme right now.
It's close.
It's yeah.
Oh, please don't talk about anything
final,
else.
final apologies to everybody. This is our setup. This is how we're gonna keep it. We got big fat egos, so we like ourselves to be full screen. That's how it is. Us before them, at least for today. But completely understandable if you just want to put the audio on in the background and watch the PlayStation meeting full screen instead, or watch on another device. You got devices. You can
There
swap
are
your devices
devices.
out.
It's 12:01.
But
Should
yeah.
be starting right now.
Tisk tisk.
Look at the light. 12:01, guys.
But they went
Going
in.
on Sony.
Should I just go to the wide? Yeah, go to the wide. We still got 10 minutes left, but just go to the wide.
Let's go. Give him something to look at.
So yeah, we're in a.
Gibby or some
This is a pretty chill meeting room. This is a lot smaller than a lot of the events that they
Yeah,
have.
it's
yeah.
just not like
Yeah.
the size of E3s.
Or the camera's
Yeah.
just way out on top of the crowd, and really there are a million people.
This is what E3 conferences used to be like back in the day.
The
like
Konami
these
days?
size.
Yeah, this looks like a Konami press conference, like or like the 3DS press conference, like on the side.
What if
at
this
like
just
an E3
yeah?
or
What if this
TGS.
is that level of terrible? They just bomb.
You have
Well,
failed
this is
to
clearly
say.
what they think of the 4K right here. I mean,
Yeah.
the size of this room. You compare the announcements made at PSX to that airplane hangar that we sat in, like, and this, you know,
It's 12
just kind of
It's
this is
intimate.
like someone. Uh-oh.
No.
Brad, can you
wake that
bring
up.
the laptop
do
to
we
life?
disable the?
Why is it still even active?
I don't know. I'll check it before we go.
All right.
They're clearly not gonna start for another half an hour.
To explain what just happened there, the chat computer fell asleep.
And once someone starts talking, we'll see if we can tune up the TV because we're listening to the audio from the stream from the TV. We just don't want to be too loud so you don't get echo from
Screcko.
that. Yeah, because that's pretty annoying. But I think we might have to tune it up a little bit when someone starts talking. You can hear them shouting on the PlayStation stream. Who's shouting? Are we behind? Not sure. Will they mention the PlayStation Plus price change? No.
Maybe.
Well, it already happened, right? Or is it end of this month?
I don't remember the date.
I got
that
the
was.
email and
they,
stuff
They
saying-
put it on an official blog post or whatever, so they've kind of already announced it.
Real quick, so everyone's been spamming like iOS Mario thoughts.
Oh.
Big deal.
They're legit.
Miyamoto
doing
came out
phone.
on stage
Whoa!
at the Apple unveil today.
Whoa!
Came on stage and basically said original Super Mario Brothers coming to iOS called Super Mario Run. It's like the Rayman iOS game exactly, apparently,
Okay.
how it plays. It is a set price, no free to play, no weird stuff, just pay a price, you get the game.
Is it iPhone only?
iOS only.
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Did you see footage?
I saw some still of like it's using new Super Mario Bros. Wii U assets, so it looks like that.
Okay.
But I didn't see any video yet. I was stuck in traffic, so I didn't want to like watch a video while doing that.
Yeah, they'll make a lot of money on that.
And Pokemon Go is coming to Apple Watch or something, or going to be supported by
Oh,
Apple
sure, that
Watch
makes sense,
or whatever. Yeah, so that's that. Those are the two I saw. I don't know if anything else was announced, but
I think I read somewhere that it would come to Android later on.
Oh, okay.
iOS
Android
first, not only. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Okay. That's better.
and Android. So
That
it's mobile.
would have been really dumb if they'd
Yeah.
only put it on.
Just kind of mumbled it in the end, like,
Yeah, come on.
iOS first. Apple phone timed exclusive.
Timed
We're entering a
exclusives.
new dimension
New
here.
era in
Phone
video
exclusive
gaming.
Windows. Pokemon Go is dead.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
At least the zeitgeist.
The zeitgeist has
Yeah,
faded.
it's fine. Move on to something else.
Yeah,
Probably
it's bound
there.
to happen.
It was
Still play it?
Niantic kind of did that to themselves,
Niantic
though.
did it
Like
to
enforcing the whole, hey, you can't use tracking sites
Yeah.
anymore.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We're going right in. They're announcing something
Adjust
right
the
off the
volume.
bat.
Wait, what?
Oh, just
Wow.
kidding. Just kidding.
Botch.
That's how I started.
Oh, cut
my
to the
stream.
wide.
Yeah,
Please
white shot
welcome
for
to the
channel.
I guess
Strange
just that. No,
Andrew
that was
House.
just for the conference.
Wait,
thing.
shh.
House.
Andrew House. That is a small stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. 3.5 years ago, on a stage much like this, we presented our vision for the future of gaming and interactive entertainment. Our belief then, which continues to animate our efforts today, was how to make access to content and experiences vastly more simplified and streamlined. Our desire was
Experiences.
and
Content
is to
and
demonstrate
experiences.
the
Kyle's
ways the
rolling around
living
there.
room would no longer be the center of the PlayStation ecosystem, the gamer would. Our success would rely not only on a package of next-generation technologies, but on reconceptualizing how the game consumer would want to play today, tomorrow, and in the future. PS4 was founded on the conviction of giving gamers the multi-dimensional and transformative play experiences they expect and deserve. Long-term partnerships with the best developers.
Oh, they want the.
Console with
the
user
meeting to be a little louder.
experience at the core.
In the
I
A
wouldn't
network
mind it
that
a
is
little louder
faster,
either.
more social, more personalized, and brings entertainment to life like never before. With more than 40 million units sold worldwide, we are honored at the success the platform has achieved. However, we know there are
Alright.
still a large number of
Volume
gamers
has been
should be a
up.
little-
waiting
the
to
volume's
join
been
the
upped.
PlayStation
And you might
4
hear a
family.
little bit of an echo.
I saw
Ladies and
one
gentlemen.
person
We have
say
to hear
echo,
the
but
room.
I've seen
Introduce
a lot of
a
people say
PS4
it.
system
The
You might get a
volume.
little
slimmer,
bit of that.
Has been
lighter,
upped.
and more energy.
Hey, look, there's
Oh, there
Slim.
is.
Oh, there's Slim.
The new
Looks
model,
like a hard drive.
which is the standard PS4 moving forward, will appeal to
The
a wider
standard
audience
PS4
who are
moving
looking to buy
forward.
the best interactive entertainment system
Cool.
for their home. Despite the sleek design, the new model packs all the same powerful components that have made PS4 the best place to play. With the new PS4 model, you can immediately enjoy exclusive entertainment experiences such as Uncharted 4 and PlayStation Vue, our cloud-based TV service.
Jimmy Fallon.
Nice, Jimmy
And
Fallon
the
Uncharted.
holiday
Nice.
season is just around the corner, with PlayStation VR launching next month, as well as an amazing lineup of PS4 games, including The Last Guardian, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare,
That's
and
not
Watch
footage.
Dogs
That's a
2.
still.
The new PS4 model will be in most markets by September 15th for
Okay.
$299, representing
Okay.
a tremendous value for
$100 drop. That
gamers.
means the 4K is going to be $399.
For those who
Wow.
have yet to join the PS4 community, there's never been a better time. PS4
Yeah, it's
games
definitely
continue to
$399 to
deliver new
$450.
experiences that redefine interactive entertainment, and developers are just hitting their stride, pushing the graphics, narrative, and gameplay farther on PS4 than ever before. PlayStation 4 has indeed been the grand canvas that we hoped it could be, supporting a tremendous variety of titles from AAA to smaller digital games, all tied together with the PlayStation Network and our unique approach to social play. We have returned to the combination of creative breadth and commercial success that made the early years of PlayStation so distinctive. It was always our intention to design the PlayStation 4 as a platform to stimulate and fuel future evolution. This
I feel
vision of
stimulated by
the
the
future and the
PlayStation 4.
architecture that would enable it was designed
Not how
into
you
the
start,
product
guys.
from the
Come
very
on.
beginning.
Move along.
I mean, it's a
However,
meeting. It's
we
not like they
realize that
hyped
for
it.
the very highly discriminating gamer, there is always
This
a
is just
desire
like
for
marketing
advancement,
fluff
and they
right
want
now.
it in this
We
generation.
know this. We got
As
it. PlayStation 4 is
technology
awesome.
continues to evolve, bringing with it new ways to realize
been
the
awesome.
aspirations
It is
of
awesome
the
now.
Evolving.
community,
keyword. No,
adjusting
show it.
and accelerating
do it.
our innovation cadence. One such technology we've focused on is display. Display technology offers so much potential if there is content to leverage what's now possible regarding
4K.
visual
Sell it.
acuity,
Yeah, see a giant
precision,
Sony TV
and
right now.
high-resolution imagery.
Super widescreen.
What is that
With
silver thing
PlayStation
coming
4,
out?
we're pretty much maxing out what 1080 TVs can do with most games. Gamers and developers alike are always hunting for ways to heighten their gameplay experiences, which is why we're excited about 4K and high dynamic range, or HDR. 4K can deliver a level of detail
Whoa,
and
look at that
visual
mountain.
precision that's
That's a
unprecedented.
nice mountain.
Clarity.
HDR
There's your
contributes
PlayStation
to
video
enhancements in
comparison.
visual clarity,
God,
color,
look at that.
and luminance. It makes
Majestic.
scenes far more realistic and truer to the way your
Some good
eyes
lighting.
see and experience the
That
real
just
world.
cause?
That's
Please
an
be just
HDR
cause.
light.
In the world of TVs,
Cause
these two
for
buzzwords
Uncharted
have been
versus
circulating
Discuss
for a
for
while
first.
now, but it's only now that we can start implementing these advancements in the context of gaming.
Context.
Games are a natural for 4K and HDR. Developers want to deliver on the promise of their creative vision, and both these technologies enable them to make their games look better without the compromises. To provide users with even better gaming experiences
pause.
in conjunction with these technologies,
But it's
we
weird
give
is he's,
you
he's just kind of
PlayStation
saying everything
4
we've been
Pro.
saying for the
Yeah.
last like 2 months.
PlayStation 4 Pro will sit
PlayStation
alongside
4 Pro!
the
Whoa.
standard PS4. We named it PS4
Wow.
Pro to symbolize that
all
it is
wrong.
part of this generation and
Now we have to
targeted
get
to
it.
the
That I
hardcore
would-
gamers or those who have
PS4P.
invested in advanced display
I would
technology.
never in a million years have guessed that.
At launch, PS4
like editing
Pro
software.
will become the number
to play on
one
your Pro
provider
today?
of high-resolution
They went
and
logo
HDR
first.
content.
All right, what's the price?
We
It's
will
just
instantly
house talking on
have
stage.
hundreds of hours of high-quality gaming experiences available in these exciting formats where you can truly see the difference. Now,
Pro's
to
the name
tell
of the
you
system?
more about the innovative technology behind the console, let me
Okay, you said
introduce
console, okay.
PlayStation
PS4 Pro
4
is
lead
not a
system
great-
architect,
Mark Cerny.
Mark Cerny.
Wow.
Here it comes.
Sorry, NAC 4K.
It's
Let me get it
gonna be
right.
NAC 4K.
Thank you, Andy.
4K.
When designing PlayStation 4, we had a vision of what gaming could become and created the necessary hardware to support it. We wanted a breadth of titles from AAA to indie, and so we made sure that PS4 was easy
From NAC to other
for
games.
developers to use. We believed in
Pro,
creating a
please.
frictionless experience for the gamer, and so we made sure to equip
turn it
PS4
up
with
just
a
a
hard
little.
drive to shorten load times.
For it,
as
yeah.
well
Yeah,
as
for
Cerny,
Cerny.
yeah.
For Cerny. Cerny's
Cerny's
very soft-spoken,
Very
Yeah,
quiet,
very elegant,
quiet man.
but very soft.
With that hardware as a foundation, we were able to realize our vision. And as a result, a vibrant gaming community has grown around the console. PS4 Pro is not intended to blur the lines between console generations. Instead, the vision is to take the PS4 experience to extraordinary new levels. First and foremost, our goal is to deliver high-fidelity graphical experiences. With that in mind, we more than doubled the power of the GPU and adopted many new features.
Why that
Yeah,
graphics?
this is a meeting for sure.
As well
Yeah,
as
this is a meeting.
PowerPoint.
a number of hardware innovations.
fine. They call it the
support
meeting.
efficient
Yeah.
rendering for 4K displays, allowing titles on PS4 Pro to reach resolutions not thought to be possible on console in 2016. For those gamers and developers who put a premium on achieving the smoothest frame rate possible, we're boosting the clock rate of the CPU.
Whoa.
It's a nice fan.
We understand that continuity of experience is
They're putting a brain inside of it?
Interoperability.
will play as you're accustomed to
Nice
on
words.
PS4 Pro, and
Vocabulary.
we're providing a number of mechanisms for easily transferring your
Extraordinary
gaming
gaming.
entitlements from the standard model to the new console.
How the hell much is
We're
it?
also
last
equipping
one.
PS4 Pro with a
Larger hard
HDD.
drive.
Okay, good.
plenty
Hard
of
to
space
drive.
for new
Hard to do.
experiences.
Hard disk drive.
The result of all these improvements is a console that provides unparalleled experience.
They haven't
of
shown it
4K
yet.
TV
4K.
and
Right.
Truly
Cool.
excellent enhancements for
That's
those
the
who
scale.
need
There's gonna be a few more.
To scale, that's 4K.
Wow, HDTV guys.
at those
Yep.
aspects of PS4 Pro today, as well as show
Why
how
they-
transformative high
They're gonna
dynamic
use
They're
everything.
moving
See,
it
they
in.
did
They're
that.
filling it in.
HDR
new console
But that's the logical order of
Yeah.
those three things.
and VR
Right.
support. Ooh.
4K TV sets deliver an unprecedented level of detail. Today, we have as an industry been supporting 720p and
So that's
Like
1080p,
chumps.
average PS4 game.
1 or 2 million pixels. 4K TVs provide a
And that's what
staggering
you're
8
gonna look like
million
on
pixels
Pro.
of display resolution. The achievable visual
I mean, that is a
depth and
big
detail
jump.
are
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
4K is a lot bigger than
Brute
1080.
force rendering techniques can, of course, be used to support these displays, but they have unfortunate consequences for
Cerny said in
console cost
2016.
and form factor. So, with PS4 Pro, our
Professor
strategy has
Cerny.
instead been to foster streamlined rendering techniques.
So everybody's
that take
homework is
advantage of
to go
custom
home,
hardware.
write a thesis.
When coupled with
On what's more important to you?
best-of-breed temporal,
Him and
spatial,
Carmack
and
co-host
TLE
Overclocking?
discussion.
the results can be
About
astonishing.
technology.
The titles I'm about to show you are
Titles.
impressively close to realizing the complete
Bob Dance
potential.
to
Impressively
15
close to
Pro.
realizing.
These scenes were recorded in real time from PS Pro hardware. And are
Wow,
playing back
PS
in
Pro is
theater
what they're calling it?
on a
No,
full-
No,
I think
he-
he just
He messed up and then he tried to
Okay.
fix and then he
Watching
messed
this
up
from
again.
home, after the show, we'll be making the footage available in 4K on video on demand so that you'll be able to better appreciate the quality of the
The Bob
imagery
Ross
that you're
PlayStation.
He is.
Yeah. What a happy little
we go.
4K
So,
tree.
Look at these Final
These
Fantasy
first
trees.
images
Grand
are
Theft.
from Marvel's Spider-Man game, developed by Insomniac.
Ooh, Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Finally,
Wow.
gameplay. Here we go. Yes,
The
I want to
detail
play
of
that.
The city is incredible.
Yep.
Minute features such as the pedestrians and the
This is
distance
a
were just
high-octane
blurs on an
meeting.
HDTV set, but here they are crisp characters. As for Spider-Man himself, the texture of the suit is breathtakingly clear in a way that it could never have been before.
Where's my breath?
Yeah. They took it from you.
Oh, it was the suit.
Spider-Man has
Yeah,
your
it was
breath
the-
now.
It was the texture.
Here is For Honor from Ubisoft.
Yos?
Oh, For
What we
Honor
look for
Pro.
in games, the intensity and authenticity of experience.
So tough 'cause it's a
has
stream,
never
though.
been more
Yeah, that's the
like-
thing. I'm like, the
this
frame
one-
rate is garbage because
yeah,
the stream is.
I can't tell that. Yeah.
The models
And
and
this
textures
one
being
doesn't look
used here
too
Dude,
much
I'm actually
better.
kind of getting excited about this.
for these two historic
Sounds like this
warriors
is Knack.
are in fact
character.
the exact same ones
Yo.
created for the standard PS4.
Is that
Yeah.
the first
The
gameplay we've
difference
seen
is
of
in
the
high
Samurai? No.
rendering
No.
resolution
No,
of
no,
the
no, no.
PS4
Oh no, we saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Get
It is
wrecked.
We whooped some samurai ass at
Yeah,
games
yeah,
here.
that's right. Dude, game looks awesome. Also, there's no HUD. I hope you can play like that.
Yeah. Guess there's also.
But it is so PlayStation me. There's no
Long
sound. There's no music.
distance high-resolution
Destiny.
videos
I love
seen
it.
Here in Deus Ex: Mankind
Deus Ex,
Divided
sorry.
from IDOS also highlight the power of the console and capabilities of 4K displays. The extreme level of detail visible in the game environment
It is
and
pretty extreme.
characters, such as augmented hero Adam Jensen, brings a greater intensity and
Augmented
welcoming
hero
reality
Adam
to
Jensen.
the experience.
They told him to say that.
That sense of reality can also
Oh.
heighten the level
Yeah.
of emotional immersion, here bringing us closer
Show me
to Lara
Bloodborne.
Croft's unique combination of toughness and vulnerability. With Rise of the Tomb Raider,
It's like, hi, I'm
It's
standing.
unique. It's
toughness
really
and
unique.
vulnerability while I'm
power
standing
of the
still.
hardware
Covered in
all
blood.
aspects of the game, whether it be Lara's hair, face, clothes through weapons, or the shaders, geometry, and special effects that give the environment
This
Man.
one doesn't look very good to me.
and realism.
We're going back pretty early in the gen.
This
Yeah.
is truly a showcase of how PS4 Pro
Xbox
can
360.
transform.
You can really see the repetitive water textures.
Let's say they weren't even like moving.
Pulling out to see that reaction
Next up,
from the
Oh,
crowd.
it's 15.
scenes from Watch
So you
Dogs
can
2.
feel
I'll just let
the
them
room,
speak
you
for
know?
themselves.
Yeah, I bet open world games.
Scratch dogs?
That's like one of the things I'm most excited to play on the
Yeah.
4K or on the Pro.
That is a dumb name.
Yeah, it's a little cocky.
Well, and also it's just like, what? So it's for streamers? Like,
But that's that's why they crack me up. It's like,
It's for pros only.
what is this?
Yeah,
like
pros
Adobe,
only.
Adobe Premiere? Like,
yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, okay, now I can finally start my PlayStation 4.
I know it renders things, but that's not exactly the rendering I was thinking about doing.
I mean, I guess we do have business too,
Well, but that, I mean, think about all the streamers that are like, I can't, I'm just really struggling to make ends meet. I guess I'm not a pro.
Yeah.
If I don't have the system.
but also like
I'm
the
guessing
la-
I'm not a professional
The last
gamer.
thing you need is to stream 4K over Twitch. Like,
I don't think you can.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Or if you
destroy
do,
your
it's going to be
internet,
at like
yeah.
the lowest bit rate.
Yeah.
Because they have like a 5,000
Finally,
video
I'd
bit
like to
rate
show
cap
you
right
some
now.
environments for
What if they have
full
pro
and full
televisions too?
Oh, jeez.
We
This is
know
a
that
pro
diversity
Well, they're out of
4K
the TV
television.
business.
In the game,
is a big
what?
deal of PlayStation. Consequently, we've kept the simple programming model of PS4 intact, allowing smaller teams such as Tripwire to bring their titles to PS4 Pro and
Tripwire?
the new world of high-resolution displays.
I can't hear this guy at all.
High dynamic range, or HDR for short, is
was sad,
without a
no
doubt the
15
most
footage.
exciting advance in TV
Well,
technology.
now we're
Give it
getting
time.
HDR,
in the
so.
last decade.
What can the
The world in
human
which
eye
we live has
see?
an enormous range of luminosity.
Wow,
from
Professor
dark
Cerny.
nights
Are we using
We're in class right now.
integers?
Yeah,
Human
seriously.
vision has evolved to make
Or,
the
sorry,
most of it, as well as to receive
exponential numbers?
a very broad range of colors. Unfortunately, the display
Luminance.
devices that almost all of us use today, I'll just call them conventional TVs, fail pretty dramatically at representing
I'm just
this
going to
range
call
of
them
luminosity,
conventional TVs.
and also can display
I'm just gonna
only
call
a
it
fraction
amateur
of the
hour.
colors that the eye can see.
TVs are garbage.
HDR
Let's face
TV
it.
can be much.
Yeah.
The thing you're watching me on sucks.
Yeah.
1080
Now, for
is
me,
You can't see
conventional.
me
part of
at
this is
all.
that
Oh, he's
although
right.
games need
I mean, yeah.
to use different
He's not wrong.
algorithms when rendering
Yep,
4K,
there's gonna be a test at the end of this.
typically involving deeper
Yeah.
MRTs and tweaked tone mapping. Supporting HDR does not require radical increases in processing power like 4K does.
Read the small
It's
text,
mostly a
please. It's
matter
too
of
small.
Connecting an HDR-capable device, such as PS4 Pro, to an HDR-capable display. To give you a feeling for the HDR difference,
I
here's a
do
picture
kind of
of
want
San
Cerny to
Francisco.
read me a bedtime
This
story.
is
Like I
actually
do.
Yeah, oh,
in
yeah.
tune
Like I
using
do when I'm
HDR
like
TV.
done cutting the podcast 2 in the morning. I'm really
Yeah.
stressed out. I just want him to come and be like,
Roughly
"Hey,
conventional
Brandon,
Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh.
have you ever really
Looks
thought
pretty,
about
doesn't it?
luminescence before in games?
But here it is
Did you realize
instead,
that the
using
human eye
full power of
adapts to
HDR.
sunlight a different way that it adapts to light bulbs?
The difference is amazing. HDR is very new technology.
HDR is
Standards
pretty
are
sweet,
still in
though.
flux, and
I'm not saying it's not,
definitely
but
still
they
figuring
didn't
out
just announce that HDR
Oh,
was
yeah.
sweet.
No, yeah, yeah.
We will not expect all developers to initially support HDR on PS4 Pro, but for those that do,
It's like he keeps forgetting
let
to
me
add
just give you
pro.
a glimpse or two.
I think he's a robot.
That's bold to say that though. To like,
Days
gone.
gone.
Days
okay.
gone.
you're not going to see this
I
with every
forgot
From
about this
Sony's
game.
Hey,
I didn't.
entirely.
Here it
Once
came
again
back.
restricted to what a conventional TV can display.
game. Zombie open world, motorcycle,
So this is
survival,
utilizing
physics.
all the
Yes.
detail of 4K.
Six.
Conventional TV is going to be a term now.
Similar to what was shown at E3.
I don't want to read.
I'm going to
your
turn on
discussions
HDR
about
now and
conventional
show you what
TVs.
changes.
Oh, turn it on.
Whatever it is that your eye expects to see to convince
He's
you
getting
that
so
something is
excited for
real.
HDR. He's like,
I love it, dude.
show it to me.
He's
I got my
passionate.
finger on the HDR button
Blind
right
me.
now.
Of the sun, these all represent a level of photorealism that you've never experienced in a game.
It's real tough. Like it looks good, but
Daytime
you're talking about a
scenes
video game
are
I've never played before.
But
So
nighttime scenes,
Yeah.
I can't. Oh yeah, it's clearly better than E3. Like it's so tough.
They aren't doing the like. Here's what it looks like on PS4.
I do
Here's
like
what
me
it
some
looks like
legit
on Pro.
darkness in games though. That
moon-
is exciting.
That
Here
moonlight
the
looks really
Freaker
good.
Horde
Yeah.
has come out to feed. Luckily,
Give me a flashlight and
Crackling
make it
is a
actually
part of
matter.
Days Gone, and Deacon has managed to assemble a few Molotov cocktails.
Good old Deacon.
The Deeks.
Frame
Uh-oh.
rate.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Was that the stream or your system?
It was a stream.
Yeah, yeah.
It was totally the
Probably-
stream.
Still work in development.
Those who played
Okay.
Naughty Dog's Uncharted 4 may remember this interactive chase scene. You're now
Yeah.
seeing it
Remember that game?
I remember it.
higher resolution.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that
yeah,
was
that's
strange.
gotta be a stream.
which
Yeah.
makes it even more of a spectacle.
It's interesting that
Part of why image quality improves so much
happened
with
during the-
HDR is that it's possible to
like
have
Sony
key
never did
areas
that.
of the screen, such as these
Why would the gameplay do
explosions,
it?
that are dozens of times brighter than what a conventional TV can display. This is Fetch,
Okay.
the hero in infamous light from Sucker Punch.
Well, they showed an
Fetch
old
is a
infamous
superhero.
game.
Yeah, there you go.
Bloodworth.
Power of neon lights. If you think that sounds like something that would show off HDR well, you'd be right.
If you think we showed that at this press conference for a specific purpose,
Yeah.
you're correct.
No
We made
audio
this
with these
choice-
gameplay stuff.
Yeah,
it's
it's,
good. It's
really
odd. It's like-
weird.
That the potential of
I
the
guess-
I didn't think I don't think it was possible to make that
But you
chase from
don't
Uncharted 4
need
look, you know,
4K
put me
Yeah.
to sleep. But
Yeah.
Sony did it.
It's a very meditative car chase.
So does PS4
The
Pro
game
have
knows
Pro
what sort of
audio?
display the console
Whoa.
is hooked up
Whoa.
to, and consequently developers
What's
are free
4K
to
audio
tailor
like?
the experience to best fit the type of
Probably.
TV.
I mean, after I own this and plug this into my
So
house,
if you connect
I'm going to,
PS4 Pro
from that
to
point on,
HDTV,
address myself as a professional
here's some
gamer.
of
I
what
mean,
Yeah.
like when I
Yeah.
meet people, I'm like, "What do you do?" Like, I'm a pro.
Getting paid to do it for
First up is a
15
comparison
years.
I'm a.
and,
Yeah, here's where we get the lines. This is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
on Paragon.
I like the lines.
Epic Games has chosen to increase the quality of the graphics in a great number of ways. Enhanced visual effects, procedural ground cover,
See, there we go.
God
yeah.
raised.
higher scene complexity, greater texture fidelity,
More
dynamic
plants.
reflections, and more.
Oh, that
That was the
Yeah.
was the game or demo.
Warner Brothers is supporting HDTVs on Shadow of Mordor with a
Wow,
number
did
of
not think we were getting Mordor today.
Here you can see how
what? Here's Shadow of Mordor. You might
used
remember
to
this
bring
game.
The detail of the high-resolution imagery over
Dude,
to a
don't show
1080p.
Shadow Mordor.
Yeah. That's the thing. It just makes these games look really old.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, it's like playing Mario Kart, you know, and Wii Virtual Console.
Like Uncharted
on
4 looked
64,
kind of like
For
old to
Honor
me.
From Ubisoft again, this time playing on an HD TV.
This looks pretty good.
You
The
can see
bricks,
how the
man.
extra power of the new console.
Did you say this
Bricks.
time playing on an
boosts the
HD
visual
TV?
density of the scenes,
Because
and also
4K TVs are now HD.
4K graphics.
No, I
Anything
know, but
other
wasn't the other
are
one wasn't playing on
was
HDTV?
conventional TV. 1080
so
and below
confused.
is conventional now, and then
So
you got
may have noticed
SDTV.
that several of these titles, including
Forward
Paragon,
compatibility.
So when those
Insulators
raindrops
like
confusingly
Shadow of
fall
Mordor,
into your perspective.
titles
So instead of
You'll see them
backwards
much clearer.
compatibility, you got forward
That's another
compatibility.
aspect of the PS4 Pro experience. A number of games
Chat
that
streaming
you
for Final
already
Fantasy
own
15.
may have been patched to play better on the console. We're referring to this upgrading of your library as forward compatibility. Patches for
Forward
over half a
compatibility.
dozen first-party titles are in the works, as
Meaning
well as quite a few
all
from
future
our
games
third-party
must be
partners.
compatible.
They're patching
Yeah.
things up, yeah.
Finally, I'd like to show you how
Dude, a
PS4
Bloodborne patch?
Pro
That would be
works
dope.
with the PSVR headset.
Where's Demon Souls HD?
We are very proud of the breakthrough experiences that
HD?
the headset provides
Yeah.
with the
It's already HD.
And it's not.
PS4
It's not.
Remember,
it's not.
HD 4K is the new HD. Everything else is
Makes special
conventional.
effects
You'll
richer,
never get it.
or to offer higher frame rates, making your VR experiences even more immersive.
Oh, great.
For Farpoint, Impulse Gear chose to focus on the detail and reality of the scenes. They have roughly doubled the rendered pixel count from that of the standard model, allowing them to breathe
VR
further
is
life
gonna make me
into
throw
their
up.
virtual
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, walking
dumb.
in VR is tough.
Like the. Whoa. It's spooky.
Why no
With
sound?
PS4 Pro,
Or,
Yeah.
like, why so
we aim to
quiet?
provide developers with the tools and technologies that can further their
That's a
creative
meeting.
vision.
Like, yeah,
One
just
developer
you
that's
take
truly
what you're
embraced
saying, you make that just a little bit shorter, and then you maybe put some
Let's
text
take a
like
look
down
at
way at the
some
bottom,
never-before
so you
seen
kind of
gameplay
reiterate. Like, remember when I
highly
mentioned that thing really quickly?
anticipated
This
Horizon Zero
example is what I'm showing.
Showcases
Then give me some
what
music
achieved
and some
with
sound
4K
effects, and let's sell it.
and high dynamic range display.
Here's this game you played
Thank you.
3 years ago,
New-
running with no
never
sound
before
effects.
seen footage of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
Or new footage. Audio, finally.
That hair.
New area, I think. I don't remember seeing tropical
Yeah.
Yeah, it
trees.
looks, yeah.
I think the outfit looks a little different.
Jerky from idle to play animation.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Camera is
This is
too
gameplay.
zoomed
That's
in.
somebody's definitely moving that character with a video game controller. Mm-hmm.
The
Yes.
birds.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, what's going on down there?
Something scripted.
I think we're gonna leap onto that.
What?
wire.
No.
Might happen. It
No.
What
might
happened?
And she might drop down and do some combat. That's definitely a different outfit.
Bare hands.
Ouch. Whoa. Yeah.
Ow is right. Okay.
That's amazing. She's a cyborg.
Yeah, I don't buy that for 1 second. Her hands would be shredded.
The big ones.
It's the Enterprise.
Yeah, the Enterprise head.
Yeah. We need to separate the saucer section.
Yeah. Kartoffeltail.
Oh, show us how you get to scale it.
Display images are PS4 Pro images. PS4 Pro features vary from title to title. Select features are dependent on the type of display connected to PS4 Pro.
Man, seeing all the like crafting and climbing the little white things.
It's not gonna wait. Come on.
Wow, that was a pretty long jump. Oh!
What are you gonna do?
Come on, you got it. He was the bridge.
I guess it doesn't sense that or really care that she's on it. It's cool though.
That's the
It's
thing.
like-
is, can it feel? It's a robot. I wonder if it has.
Can it
Sensors
feel?
and cameras.
Does it have sensors?
Alright.
Nice.
Okay, but why?
Override, yes.
Control it.
Gotta get that
Control
tack.
it, yeah. Alright, just like that moment in
Hacking
Star Wars
mechanism.
where you got control of the AT-AT. Hat.
It gives you a map?
Whoa, that was kinda
Radio
cool.
tower shows.
And look at all the like wires and stuff all different now.
Tall neck spear shafts. What's up, you tall neck spear shaft?
Whoa.
Nice.
Have definitely taken that shadow to appreciate that new lighting. The HDR.
Moving map towers.
Yeah, exactly. Mobile towers. I'm in love. Oh, pretty basic demo.
Yeah.
Just showing off visuals, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I'm like not hyped for any at all?
Ah!
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not weird though. I'm sad.
Thanks very much, Mark, and thank you,
That's
As
Gorilla
soon as I saw
Games.
the menu, I was like, oh. I'm
PS4
out.
Pro will bring about
Like
a
in that last
transformation in the way that gamers experience
console.
their favorite titles. At the same time, we're working hard to ensure that PS4 remains a single, unified community. The same discs and downloads will run on both the standard model and
Yep, yep,
PS4
yep.
Pro. But they will play in multiple ways.
House is here to set it
In
straight.
addition to support for the standard model, we're asking our publishing and development partners to consider how they can best support PS4 Pro on 4K TVs and also on HD TVs with each and every title. One great example of this transformation will be with the launch of Call of Duty.
Oh.
To share with you how Call of
Wait,
Duty
when's
is
Call of Duty
driving
come
the
out?
new level of gaming experience
November?
on PS4 Pro,
'Cause then that
please
has
welcome
to-
Activision.
Oh yeah,
CTO,
there we go.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's early November.
Yeah. Damn, lost that bet.
Unless the Neo version
Get out
doesn't
there,
happen
Andy.
until later.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mike?
Oh.
Mike check. Oh no!
Awesome.
Save the mic.
That's
Dude,
so
this is
good.
incredible.
That's so good.
For so
All right,
long.
we gotta interpret.
want to make sure that's us.
Oh, now he knows what's up. Yeah, he's asking. He's ready. All right,
Oh.
dang it. We were gonna make up lyrics. I gotta
Yeah,
get
give him
Mike. There
On
we
behalf
go.
of Activision and our talented
Okay.
studio teams, it's exciting to be here today to talk about our future with PlayStation 4
Call of Duty,
4
spare no
Pro.
expense.
Konnichiwa.
Man, everyone's
There's
having a hard
nothing
time
else
saying
like Call of
PlayStation
Duty.
4 Pro.
That's because it's a terrible name.
Everyone's like,
That
I just want to say
visual
PlayStation
feeling
4,
that
but I
you-
can't
They
say
love-
that
they
anymore.
love those
Your own
Ps, man.
epic action
You can't say
Yeah, they-
PS4 anymore. You can't say
PS4P.
PS4P. It's the PS4P.
PS4. It's probably going to be the official abbreviation to be PS4 Pro. They're not going to let you do PS4P.
Yeah.
Like no Sony press release is going to say PS4P.
No, I'm saying PS4P though. There, I just said it.
Our developers couldn't be more excited
The
about
Puspa.
what PS4 Pro
The
has
Puss
to
for
offer.
Pro.
House
With its
Puzzle.
greater
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Puff.
Oh, it's a Puss for Pro.
We can
Puzzle
now
Puff.
deliver richer textures and
Right.
4K
Richer
graphics.
You
Textures.
can't. You can't.
Hi, I'm
You
Richard
just-
Textures.
You just can't come out onto a stage.
Richard Textures.
Richard Textures, that's me, yeah.
I would.
And Modern
Hi, my name is
Warfare
Richard
Remastered
Textures.
I would warn
will
someone
support
about
PS4
going on
Pro
stage and
out
telling
of the
somebody
box
how gorgeous a game
day
looks
one.
and without showing it. I would
And
straight
for
up
Black
trip
Ops
and
3
tackle the
fans, don't
man
worry.
that tried to do it after
Black
someone
Ops
had already
3
done it.
will also
Yeah.
support PS4
I'm
Pro
here to tell you
on
that Call of
day
Duty's
one
gonna look better
with
than
an
ever.
online
You're like,
title update.
get,
Show it.
Excuse
If
me?
only I had a way to show you how much better it would look, but I don't, so I won't.
He probably does. He's just got to talk first.
So
What's
let's
going on with
take
those
a look.
buttons too?
What's
You
going
got
on? I
like
was
the
just
double.
about to say
Yeah,
his shirt
it's
is like
from a
kind of
mission called
intense. He's like a
Operation
I think
future
one's a
cowboy.
button,
During
and then
this
one's like
mission,
a
you and your
flower.
crew answer a
And then he
Below the
did.
button?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
so he's
think
got
they're double
like
buttons.
he's got the top button buttoned, but he's got the lower
been
button of
knocked
the
out of
top
orbit.
set of buttons.
It's a
Yeah.
harsh
Opened.
environment. Because of its proximity to the sun, getting
The
caught
toughest
outside
He just said
Right.
something about proximity to the sun. Is he talking about
This
science?
is Call of Duty Infinite
Sophie.
Warfare on PlayStation 4 Pro.
Cool.
We're going down there. Search and rescue.
Oh, sunshine.
900 degrees in the sun? Shit.
Finally, civilians, dead or alive.
Oh,
And they do the quick cuts.
quick cuts to black with the drums.
This trailer.
Looks like a quake hit or something.
Take more than that to knock this place out of orbit. Everyone spread out. Let's
Got
see what we
smoke.
can find.
COD.
Yeah, I thought he almost said PS4K
space.
as well. It seemed like he was gonna say PlayStation 4K.
Worker drones. Are they moving like that?
Richard Textures and Benjamin Pixels. That robot's like, nah, get out of here.
Richard Textures.
civilian here.
Hello, I'm Richard Textures.
Looks like his neck is broken.
Dick Tech.
It's alive. Damn it. It was just asking for help when you shot it.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, first help me.
It's like, please wait, don't shoot. No.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, don't go
Don't
forward,
go.
you'll die.
I'm a real boy.
This guy up here imprisoned me. I was just trying to warn
I'm
you.
you
about
from the
your
future.
rights.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Robot poses. You killed our brother. Now you must die.
Would you have to like get out of the way in direct sunlight?
Probably. There was that demo.
That seems
Remember
like a video game mechanic.
That was one of the demos. You had to, like,
Oh, never mind. They're killing. It's fine.
They're inside the room.
they had the shield. Uh-oh.
I got a visual.
Remember when they announced women and dogs
Yeah.
in Call of Duty?
Well, that looks like Call of Duty.
All right.
Man, stuff was on fire and stuff.
It just said
Yay.
displaying
The
images.
thing they were almost kind of like.
in that Japanese.
Game still looks cool, but yeah, just
What a
rough,
cool
rough
name.
to do such a hard edit, you know.
Alright, what's
Hi
next?
everyone, I'm Aaron Flynn.
Hey, what's up?
Across EA right now, developers are combining the
Yay,
power of
Battlefield time?
Frostbite with the power of PS4 Pro to bring even
Battlefield
more
1
amazing
Pro?
visuals and gameplay. to
I'll
our
make love
players.
to this man if he does
This
anything
year,
Star Wars right
both
now.
FIFA 17 and Battlefield 1 will support
I know exactly. This is why.
And
This is
early
why I
next
feel
year,
comfortable
we're
saying
bringing
that.
Star
Mass
Wars
Effect
Battlefront
Andromeda to PS4 Pro. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Mass Effect
yeah.
Andromeda is going to take you.
Matt-
to
Oh!
So
playing
the
that
rumor was
experience
true.
on
Someone
Little
said it was
Scrass
going to be here.
effect.
Incredible.
Someone
You'll
said
be
it was gonna
totally
here.
immersed in Andromeda, discovering all new alien worlds brought to life with sharper graphics and high dynamic range lighting. We're also
What if
able
they show
to
more
create
here
more
than they did
lifelike
in
characters,
E3?
which
Probably
will
will.
allow you to experience
Probably will.
the best stories you can play.
Use, what,
Let's take
5
a peek
seconds
at how
minimum?
Mass Effect Andromeda looks and plays on PlayStation 4 Pro. Here we find
The
riders.
interesting
and
is these are all being
companions
projected,
deep
right?
in
So
unexplored
people
Yeah.
that are there seeing it.
Please enjoy.
I mean, I imagine it's
There you
a
go, actual gameplay.
4K
4K
projection.
projector or better, yeah. Oh,
Okay. It's
I
like
like
Destiny.
those
kinda.
colors.
It's a Rex Citadel. I'm kidding, I don't know where it is.
Pre-alpha gameplay.
So much text.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
a little pulse jump.
This looks reminiscent of something.
What,
Some
Destiny?
Tron.
This looks like a.
That's like Destiny and Tron put together. It's
Looks
great.
like-
Tronstiny.
Looks like the Allegan technology.
There's a couch over there, a little like flower couch.
This looks cool to me.
Ascend your throne. Do it.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
Metroid scanning.
Metroid.
Sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
Alright. Same as Junior.
The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. We appear to be close.
Was that
Yeah, not a double jump.
That was not a double
That was
jump.
not a double jump.
What, the jetpack?
That was
Yeah.
a single jump.
It made a new
He
path.
probably could double jump if he wanted, but he didn't. That's a single jump.
Singles. Yeah. Oh, that's a single jump.
More
That's That's a climb.
Remember, they
I don't know
don't
if I need
turn
that arrow.
nasty unless you get too close.
I like the little noise it makes. Space crabs.
Are those enemies, or are they just minding their own business?
Interface.
Will you look at that?
Just for her right there.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Yeah, that bridge wouldn't have completed on the PlayStation 4.
It would take a lot more time.
The PS4
The loading
amateur.
would have not been able to handle it.
He'd still be back by the head crabs if this was on a regular PlayStation.
This whole platform's resonating with something.
Frame rate's held up pretty good during this. Of course, it's like he's just walking around.
No question. This is the
That was delicious.
HDR lens flares.
It's like Mountain Dew.
This is a Mountain Dew factory.
They make energy
This is where
drinks
they
here.
get. This is where they get Mountain Dew. Yeah. Yeah. Slurp.
Don't you just want to put a big gulp beneath that?
Is this the first actual gameplay we've seen of this game?
No.
We saw something.
We've seen. Yeah, this is the first. This is the longest
that's
single
quick
strain of
cutaway.
sound.
Yeah, that was
Face.
a bad cut.
Oh, there we go.
Is that the Helios cluster?
That's the Helios cluster, guys.
There we are.
Tell me why it's special.
All these
please.
points could be vaults in other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Hey, look there. The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart.
But if it's back online, we should be good.
Uh-oh. Wow, that was a good move.
Ah, it's right on our heels!
Oh.
Okay.
Look out for that smoke.
Dark smoke.
So nothing announced yet, though.
Like a Date? They're gonna end with the date.
Thanks
and
very
price
much, Aaron.
No, I mean
As
like
you
a
can
new.
see with the
new,
games shown
a new
today,
game.
PS4 Pro allows developers to
I'm in
push
this
the
for 7.
fidelity as high as possible while retaining the best performance. For those who use their PS4 to watch movies, TV, or video,
Dang it, Shepard, you always break
PS4
everything.
Oh,
Pro
you get
also
Netflix Pro.
has best-in-class
Here it
4K
comes.
streaming services.
Netflix
4K
4K.
Netflix.
We've
guys.
had a long-standing
4K YouTube.
relationship with Netflix, and that will be I'm happy to announce that a new Netflix app
Announcing
will be
Netflix
available
Pro.
for PS4 Pro
right, I've
at
been waiting
launch,
for this.
and by the end of the year, 600
Stranger
hours of
Things 2
4K
in
content
4K.
will be available on Netflix, including Narcos Season 2, which recently premiered, and Luke Cage, premiering September 30th.
Cage, right?
Both of these titles will support 4K
Show me that Stranger
and
Things logo.
HDR. In addition,
Stranger Things seems
YouTube,
coming out
which
so
is
long
already
now.
among
I
the
know,
largest
2017.
sources of 4K content anywhere,
YouTube?
is developing an app for PS4 Pro that will support 4K content.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, if you have a 4K
We
device,
believe
you
the
can already
potential of
And
HDR is incredible,
Might wrap it up with
Wrap
Hulu.
and
it
that
up
it
with the
will
box.
Might
transform
wrap it up with
gaming
Hulu.
and entertainment in a manner that we haven't seen
Oh,
since
I
the
would go
transition
nuts if
from
they did
standard
Crunchyroll
to
4K.
high-definition video.
Yeah, there's chat saying
Which
no
is
anime.
why every PlayStation 4,
Netflix has
back
anime.
to the very first
Get good,
console
chat.
sold in 2013, will be HDR capable via
TV,
a firmware
TV,
upgrade
TV.
next week. Thank you. Higher dynamic range means more realism, more visual beauty, and the broadest spectrum of colors ever realized on a console. With the proper display, all 40 million PS4 users can join the HDR revolution. At PlayStation, we're clear in our mission to make the gamer the center of our universe. We're steadfast in our commitment to be the best place to play. And we believe this current PS4 game development cycle is just hitting its stride.
Whoa, are we done?
Some of the best games
Yeah, I'm like,
are
what's
still
happening?
yet to come. So please take a look.
please take a look. Please be excited.
My love will be together.
Everything we just saw.
This is
Get
a
some
montage.
Everything we just saw.
Take heed, sweet love, you'll never be alone. I'm watching from the heavens.
Lighting you on fire. Dishonored, not in there yet. I'm gonna show you some old games.
I don't know, because the people never made it real on stage.
Yeah.
And Mass Effect was never jittery.
Oh, that
Man, can't wait to play Mordor again.
Mordor.
Oh, what's up? Yep, 2 shots.
Gotta get that trophy.
There's your choker, bro.
The angels are calling me back home.
I don't like that guy's
What
look.
is going on? Yeah, that guy looks weird.
A PS4 Pro. That is some.
It's like one
that is
guy.
some tempered
Our
thoughts.
vision
So,
is
like,
to
I'm
present
so
you
pleased with
your
myself.
choice of game. We want to deliver the best games to our current gamers. We want to invite new members to join our community. We want to offer an option for those that want to heighten their gaming experience.
They always said this would be a business
So tonight,
meeting.
it's
Anyone
my
complaining is
pleasure
an
to
idiot.
introduce to
This
you
is as good as
the
business
new
meetings get.
PlayStation 4 lineup.
True. For a business meeting, this is outstanding.
There it is. There it
Whoa.
is. It's just a bigger slim.
I mean, it looks
It's
like
normal.
the regular PlayStation.
It's got 2 ridges.
It's a double slim.
Look at those 2
PS4
ridges.
Pro, November the 10th.
It's a double
Oh,
cheese.
November 10th.
Price
Did
at
you win?
$399.
300.
Okay.
Yep,
Oh,
and I nailed the price.
$399.
I nailed the date and the price.
It's just a double slim. 2 slims stacked together.
What?
Yeah.
For both PS4
double-double
Pro
with cheese.
and the new slimmer
go.
PS4, the value
PlayStation
propositions
in and out
are
of
clear, and the choice ultimately remains with gamers. We invite you to experience PS4 Pro for yourselves next door after the show. Thank you, everyone, for your time and for joining us today. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Andrew House.
Oh, here we go, a hardware video. Ooh, it's roundy. Brought to you by Skrillex.
The word Pro is interesting because it's like a stamp. You know, it's almost like they're gonna have like a Vita Pro.
Yeah.
Like you know, like Pro's like our new brand.
Oh, that was short and sweet.
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Yeah. That was
Sandwich
coming
Pro.
up. PS4 Pro
live
live cast.
You want to kill the sound on the live cast?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we can go through this pretty quick. We can be out of here by 1 p.m. Let's wrap it up. So yeah, so a lot of people were saying like, duh, it was a meeting. You know, like
Yeah,
I don't know
for
what you guys were expecting. I was expecting one new title release,
I mean,
just to spice it up. But
it was a meeting about announcing the Neo.
But I'm trying to remember. I didn't. Unfortunately, before this, I did not go and revisit the PlayStation meeting with the announcement of the PlayStation 4. So it is interesting because I think in a way it is smart. Yeah, for Sony to basically strictly come at this console from a business perspective. To be like, we are making this because we think this is smart for us as a business. We think we're calling it the Pro. I mean, what more business title can you possibly have?
The name I can't get behind. It's so
and
weird.
so I wonder if they're a little afraid that they've kind of inflamed expectations, kind of blown people up a little bit too much, you know, with like this amazing E3 they had last year. How are they going to top that? Oh my God, we had this, amazing new, gameplay demos, and of course just the classiness, the production value that they put into their last press conference at E3. They do have PSX coming up, so I do like the kind of setup that like
when is PSX? It's like February.
It's usually
December, right?
It's usually December
it's
or
this
late
year,
November.
right?
It's usually right before the Game Awards. So. To me it seems clear kind of what they're doing. They're just kind of like, okay, let's bring it back down.
Yeah.
Where you would say like, why are you talking so much before this, setting this up? To me, I don't think you still need that, but at the same time, you gotta give something for people to talk about, because there's us. I mean, we're gonna be. I want to talk about, forward compatibility. I thought was an interesting statement, but like, we want to talk about the release date, we want to talk about the price, we want to talk about new games. But like, you go to a Forbes, you go to, some of these like higher profile, typical big media news outlets. They're going to cover anything from, games to film to television. They're going to want to talk about everything Cerny just said. They're going to want that specific information.
Chat was saying that, and I think this is interesting, especially given how much Microsoft leaned on it, but like, they didn't say anything about the actual specs. Like, they didn't say teraflops or, petabytes or anything, which is interesting. But they spent a long time explaining what HDR is.
So let's talk about spreadsheets. Let's talk about
Spreadsheets.
Let's talk about, or not necessarily spreadsheets, but like what is it called when you put a package together for a meeting? You get
PowerPoint?
Yeah, let's talk about PowerPoints.
Hey, Layden.
Elaine's like, I thought it was great. I thought it went really well. I always find it interesting. You start with like the left to right, kind of. You're like, then there's this thing, and then you're kind of like, oh, there's gonna be 3 more of those, aren't there? You know, I can size it up. I know they're gonna put 3 more next to it, and they're just like, we had HDR, and now we have PlayStation VR. It's like, why segment those into 4 different spots on the screen when you know you're just setting me up to just go, okay, here we it's class time. Just go one by one. Now just did that. Now talk about VR. And like, oh, now we're talking about it. And then when you're done talking about those, then you wrap it up with them 4 on screen at once. Am I thinking about PowerPoints too much?
The weird thing to me is with the PlayStation 4 Pro, like, okay, 4K is great, HDR is great. They didn't really show like me a huge reason to buy this thing because I don't have a 4K projector or TV.
See, that's the kind of the play, I think, is that they're trying to do both at the same time. It's like you know, it's like JoJo and Caesar did like the positive hormone and the negative hormone attack at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? You follow me? You know what I mean?
That's a nothing.
You know what they did?
Analogy.
So they couldn't. They had to like attack, but they couldn't kill at the same time. They just had to like stop the evil demon possessing this person, but they couldn't kill the person they were attacking. So they got to go from both sides. They literally have to say in the same exact meeting, it is, you should buy this. This will be worth the money that you will spend on this. But at the same time, you don't have to. At the same time, you're not going to be sad. You know, like I'm amazed that actually House. I think the one thing that maybe they could have played up a little bit more, considering that, you know, Sony just went on and on and on, and especially the Call of Duty, the people came out just repeated the same things that that the House and Sony said. But that one community vibe, that was like very small text on the screen for 5 seconds, but like that is extremely important, I think. To for people to know that, like, okay, I'm not, because he immediately went from saying one community into we really want to push publishers and developers to really find ways to maximize the 4K, which could potentially be translated into we really want people to add stuff to their games that you cannot get, that will not work on a regular PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not happening now. You're not going to see that in 2016, but like we at Sony are openly encouraging that. I don't want to read too much into that, but like, is that a fear, Brad? Like, is that,
I mean,
do you still have that fear? We had that before the announcement. Now we are in the post PS4 Pro world. Are you still scared?
No, I mean, I'm not scared. I mean, that's what's bound to happen anyways. New tech, new hardware, there's going to be a fall-off point for everyone. There's going to be people who are mad, just have to get over the hump. That's just the reality with any new hardware jump. Because consoles are going to do this now, too, especially. We'll be seeing way more iterations. They're going to copy smartphones now.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how, one leading off the let's not forget the Slim announcement.
Yeah.
Dropping the price down to $299. They've just now lowered the barrier to entry into they call their PlayStation ecosystem.
Yeah.
So even if you're not into, I don't have the ability to take advantage of the 4K resolution, or I'm not going to do PSVR and I don't want the Pro for that, you can now jump in at $299 and still get these like great PlayStation experiences. And I think it's pretty smart. Like the fact that I know people are disappointed that there wasn't a lot of pizzazz with this meeting, but they basically said like, guys, just be chill. Like, PlayStation Pro, this is PlayStation 4 Pro. It's gonna do this cool stuff, but it's gonna cost as much as the PlayStation 4 used to cost. If you still don't have a PlayStation 4, it's even cheaper now. And we give you a few examples of how developers can take advantage of Pro, but it's still a little uncertain. Like, we still need to see what developers are gonna do. It's gonna be like a learning experience. So there's nothing to freak out in the short term right now. It's just, it's cheaper to get in and be a part of the new PlayStation games that you want to get. And I think it's interesting, not to leap too forward, now that PlayStation 4 is going to be $299, what does this say about whenever Nintendo decides to get off their ass and announce an X? If the rumors are true that it's not as powerful as a PS4 or Xbox One now, let alone like the Pro and the upgraded Xbox One, Scorpio, whatever it's gonna be called.
It's the functionality. It's not the performance.
But the mobile novelty. How much you get to justify if it costs like over $300, but it's portable. Like, where is that breaking point? I think this puts a little bit more pressure on Nintendo now because
their consoles have traditionally been less expensive.
Yeah, but they start around this price range, like the new price range around $299, $250, $299.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like this was very, I think it was very smart of Sony. Again, I know people are a little bummed out that where was all the cool game stuff to show off, but
TGS.
There's TGS next week, and he still got PSX happening.
If
later
TGS
this year.
is gonna come back.
They gotta save some of the cool.
They gotta
stuff
save
for
the
that.
good stuff. For
This
PSX.
was just like we need to get the information out there that you need to know. There it is, and as you guys pointed out, didn't talk a lot about specifics of the specs. I think the most Sony said was like the graphics improvement was like it's like roughly 2 times or more than 2 times powerful than PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
it was
they
like the most
overclocked it and
detailed
stuff, yeah.
and all the HDR talk.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they kept it kind of ambiguous.
There was one announcement that they said that maybe I didn't hear it or they just kind of swept it under the rug. But Andrew House at the end said that all PlayStations will be HDR capable next week or something. And I was like, what does that mean? He said they're all going to be HDR
patch it in
compatible or whatever. Yeah, but it's just interesting. Like I don't know how you patch that in software side. I don't really understand the tech there, but
is that the future compatibility?
Forward compatibility.
Forward compatibility. Yeah, future forward. Yeah, I mean, I'm just. I guess they had 1 or 2 options to do with this, and they went for the short, succinct. Let's not because it's introducing a new SKU, and it's very different. It's not confusing. It's we might hate the name, but it's super clear and obvious, like what's going on with their stuff. There's no confusion. They're not doing a Wii U type thing where is it just like a new device? Blah blah blah. I think they did for what they needed to do. Did a good job, and it's coming out November 10th.
Yeah,
way sooner than I thought it was going to happen.
Which makes sense because VR comes out October 18th?
PSVR is
10th?
I totally forget.
It's in October, so it's basically just a month after VR.
So
and VR is $299, I think.
$399, right?
I thought it was $299.
I forgot.
We weren't sure.
Chat, let us know what the
how
price
much is
of
the PlayStation VR
and when the exact release date of it.
Thank you. Yeah.
While we rewatch the Enterprise bridge being hacked.
Yeah, the cool but short and
October 15th.
Also,
mildly uneventful.
October 15th. Okay.
13th.
October 10th.
Mid-October.
October 10th.
Yeah.
October 13th.
I personally believed that Pro was going to come out before.
Oh, $399. Good lord.
Wow. It was going to come out before Black Friday because they're going to have those Black Friday bundles for the Slim.
Yeah.
Like you get a $299 bundle probably for several games, and then you're gonna probably get a Pro bundle with a few games that take advantage.
Yeah.
Our best example of Pro stuff, which will probably be like Uncharted or Call of Duty or something like they showed off. You did see new stuff though. They had Andromeda.
New gameplay.
They showed
which
some
is
new
Andromeda,
which is cool.
And he was just walking around and hacking terminals, but
that game exists.
Yeah.
5 years from now, we'll get to play it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was not Star Wars, Jones. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. They just came out. Electronic Arts came out. Oh man, I won that Red Dead bet. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Wait. That applies to TGS too.
Right.
Yeah. So
but especially at TGS. Rockstar TGS.
If the bets were just off this, I think Jones and I would have done very well. You got.
I nailed the price.
Yeah, you got that one perfectly. But zero new game announcements, 0 minutes of The Last Guardian shown off.
But it makes me feel good, and I'm like just Red Dead fanatic, and I keep saying no every time. Like, no, they're not going to announce it. No,
you don't want to set yourself up for disappointment.
I just don't want to believe. Yeah, I don't want to get too hyped up. Thank you everybody that's subscribing, resubscribing. Anything, we're talking about how we should, we shouldn't be angry at this. We shouldn't have. Our expectations should not have been too high. Is there still something that stings a little bit? Is there still something you're like,
my expectations were pretty much.
We were just getting
line.
dreamy because it's fun to get excited.
It's called the PlayStation meeting. I was actually a little confused when we were doing betting specials and stuff. I was like, oh, is this a bigger deal than I thought?
That should have been. That's a bet right there. Is this a bigger deal than all of us think?
Is this a bigger deal? No.
Ian says yes. He wins.
Yeah. It's a business meeting, like people are saying. That actually for a business meeting, that was a rip-roaring, crazy business meeting.
Wouldn't that be rad? Back when we were at Defy, just right in the
Going
middle
to
of one of those big corporate meetings, they're just like, and now Horizon Zero Dawn. We're like, oh, sweet.
Yeah,
cool.
Here's some footage of this thing you haven't seen.
Then back to analytics and metrics and downloads and whatnot.
Which is, it's weird because it is this weird hybrid of, this is a business meeting. The shareholders and stuff are being kept in mind, but it also is this public front-facing, has to be a little zippy and informational, but not so boring technical that it's not fun to watch, So it's a weird mix of those two things.
Yeah, I get that. what is other than drawing attention to the specific date and this this event? Why did this need to be like a live presentation where this could have been information like
it could have been an article,
just except for the Andromeda demo? Yeah. Everything could have been done like in a press release, essentially.
Right.
So
I think because more people will see it this way.
Yeah, they want the like it helps with exposure when you do something like this. But yeah, there is something to say about a little bit of entertainment, but I don't know. It felt kind of almost like watching an Apple thing. It's very business-like.
Yeah.
They don't go for those ridiculous hype moments that you expect out of like an E3.
Mm-hmm.
Just shows you how different
it's a phone.
It's how different of a beast E3 is from everything else.
Yeah.
Like nothing. It's E3 time, and then there's everything else. Maybe a random direct might get people hype, like that one January direct from years ago that had all these new game announcements. But that should not be the norm or the expectation. It's the exception.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hyped for PSX.
Do you feel like they showed enough games differentiating the power of the PS4 Pro? I didn't feel like they showed enough for me to be like, yes, I need this.
Yeah, it's tough because everything I saw looked great, but nothing that I saw was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about. Like, I just didn't see what they were saying really reflected in necessarily what they were showing, because it's just a damn good looking gen that we're in right now, and so...
to me, it almost...
Boy, you just play Bloodborne and it just skews everything you ever see again.
Right? To me, it almost seems like, hey, if you've got a 4K TV and you're really interested in this, get the 4K Pro or whatever. If you don't have a PlayStation yet at all, like you were saying, the barrier to entry is lower. If you want to spend an extra $100 and just future-proof it, go for it. But it's not essential, and it's not going to change the experience too much. So I think they did this the right way, I guess.
So as an editor, Ian, what is the playable on PlayStation Pro 3-second opening to all of the TGS trailers going to look like? They're like, they're like, now available on PlayStation Pro. Or are they going to have like the Pro logo at the beginning, or like
I think they'll just
the PS4
do it
and then the Pro
end.
like ding, like hits on the side?
They'll say like they're going to have some kind of buzz language about it, like optimized for the PS4 Pro or something like that. Yeah.
PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah, and it just go bing, bing.
They did say something about a bigger hard drive.
It does, bigger hard drive.
They didn't say the specific. There's probably a press release out right now that has some
all this
information.
Unfortunately. But is it a spinning platter drive? The image was a traditional hard drive. I wonder if it's solid state.
Didn't say SSD.
So it's probably not a solid state's too expensive.
Yeah, how far should we look into that clip art that they showed?
Oh boy, that clip art. That first clip art with the like.
When I get my 4K, I'm gonna open it up and compare, especially that brain image.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for that brain.
Is there
inside
interoperability
the
in here? Is that what it was? Interoperability?
I believe so.
People are saying
Points for coming back to it.
1 terabyte hard drive for the Pro.
Okay.
So,
mine's got 500 gigs. My PS4 right now.
Chump.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
that's not pro at all.
That's not pro. I'm an amateur. Amateur hour.
Casuals now.
Yeah, man, I gotta
get it now.
It's not a solid state drive, people.
Yeah, there's no way. It'd be too expensive.
A 1 terabyte solid state drive, even cheap ones, rather.
Yeah, like $300 by themselves.
Trailer graphics aside, Damiani, does this put them in a good place for TGS? Do you think that now they're going to come out and be like, no, we don't really have to get into it because we already explained it, and when the release date is, and so let's talk about the games.
I'm not sure how much Pro Talk there's actually going to be at TGS. I think they might cover some of this stuff next week again for the Japanese market and news and audience there, just to recap some things. But just having it out of the way so people can get used to hearing them talk about a new game release, and then that like line they're going to add about like the PS4 Pro enhancements or something. Yeah. However they're going to word it. It's just become part of the vernacular when they discuss their games going forward.
I'm betting on optimized.
They might say optimized, and they're going to train their like third-party developers to use that language as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, as we saw, it was kind of one of the funniest things is how difficult it is for some people to say PlayStation 4 Pro, or Pro instead of 4K or just 4. Or whatever, just because
PlayStation Pro fits really naturally. It's that 4. It's wedging that 4 in between PlayStation and Pro.
Yeah,
the PlayStation 4 Pro
is really
awkward. They have to
Pro.
name it that to make it
the 4
specific as possible.
I mean, name it something like PS4K.
If they did that, would people be like,
forever.
does it only play 4K games? You would totally get that stuff. It'd be like Wii U all over again.
Were you also kind of asking about going forward, starting with TGS, is all footage we're gonna see now gonna probably default to the pro version footage.
But are they gonna keep? Are they gonna keep talking about it over and over and over again to beat a dead horse? Or are they gonna just kind of assume that everybody knows that now?
Well, are they gonna have to put like this little text that we see down here? Is that always going to be up because consumers, like especially very fluent gamers, are going to be, hey, you need to let me know which version I'm looking at right now. Don't mislead me.
Because I think the danger you run into is the more you talk about 4K, the more you bring it up, Pro, the more you talk about, as every opportunity you possibly can, the more you potentially make your consumers depressed that are not able to afford this thing, or just can't really justify it. So yeah, it's you want to sell it. You want to make sure the language is there, but you don't really want to come out and be like, you chump Ian. Your regular, your 720 garbage.
I almost wonder if for that reason they'd show regular PlayStation footage.
Never. I think they're going all in.
No, I mean I think they maybe wouldn't.
Right. Yeah. No.
They wouldn't show pro footage. They would show they wouldn't specify and then say you just know that it'll look better on pro.
You know it pro.
Yeah. You pro it.
I think they're just going to pick something and that needs to be the template, because that's the only thing I think that can get confusing going forward is if they aren't on point with that messaging and it gets inconsistent. Oh, thank you. Sorry, our chat window went to sleep.
Change the settings. I don't know why.
Yeah. We're almost done.
Blah. Yeah, well, speaking of that, Damiani, let's wrap it up with one final statement from everybody. I'm buying this thing.
Everyone's telling us to read Xbox's Twitter.
Yeah, the response to the.
I'm buying this day one because I like to consider myself a pro journalist.
Yeah.
So I got to step up. Damiani, day one.
I don't think I'm gonna get day one. I will see if there's any Black Friday deals like bundled. If they or specials, I don't know. Like I want to see what they do with that. I might get it in time for 15. 15's definitely gonna, like, they showed it in the video footage, so it's obviously taking advantage of it. So if it's gonna run better on Pro somehow, then I'm getting that version of it. So probably around the time, by at least when 15 comes out, I might get one. What was the response?
This tweet where it just says 4K streaming and Blu-ray check, HDR gaming check, greatest games check, 40% smaller check, Xbox One S from $299, sleeker, sharper, slimmer. Greatest games, yeah.
Depends. There's no right or wrong answer to that question. Brad Ellis, day one. On November 10th, 2016, are you spending $400 on the PlayStation 4 Pro?
Of course.
There it is.
Right in.
Ian's unsure.
I wouldn't be day one.
Damiani's waiting on. So there you go. So they've already made $800 in this room.
So me and Brendan are pros.
Yeah.
And
So
We're
casual.
noobs.
We are professional gamers. I'm a pro gamer, at least when it comes to PlayStation. Xbox, I'm still standard. But I'm upgrading.
Are you an S?
To a pro. I'm an S.
Is anyone getting a Slim?
No.
No.
Yeah, but that is interesting that is the standard moving forward. That was at least leaked. Was anything rumored that didn't happen? Did anybody kind of chew on something the last couple weeks?
I mean, they didn't say that Final Fantasy or Last Guardian are delayed, but they probably are.
Like, again, you mean 15 delayed again?
Yeah.
I don't think Last Guardian's delayed at all.
Well, it's not on the list for TGS. But
You don't need to show that game
but a lot of
anymore.
people like to counter that they've said they're not showing off any more Last Guardian until it comes out.
Yeah.
They're done with it. So that gives
Please don't show any more of that game.
It gives some credence, but there has to be marketing. You need trailers of existing footage that's out there.
They could show old footage.
The fact that they're not even discussing it at TGS, I don't know. Once TGS happens, if it has zero presence there, it's not coming out this year. If it's gonna come out this year, they'll say it then, like confirm
Which,
the dates.
15 or Last Guardian?
Last Guardian.
Oh yeah.
They would have to announce it being delayed at TGS pretty much.
Yeah, TGS will be next week. You'll know pretty 100% sure when Last Guardian's coming out, or this year or not.
So if you're hungry, if this ended and you're like, yeah, we got some Days Gone footage, we got some Mass Effect Andromeda, we got some a little bit of Tomb Raider in there, we got some Shadows of Mordor, huh?
Yeah,
huh?
Why?
Really excited about Shadows of Mordor.
And we of course got Horizon Zero Dawn.
That was on last gen consoles.
That was not it. Yeah.
Don't show that.
The camera locked on the close up of the orc.
Yeah, it was just like
character animation. That's
what
not
is
a good.
it?
Yeah, it shows something.
What are textures?
Did they lose a bet or something?
Get
I wonder
Richard.
why. I wonder why. Like maybe go back to
What is
make
Kyle
people
Bossman
play
running
the old stuff.
Sony? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
If you lose this bet, you got to put shitty
officially gotten to
Shadow
the
of
bottom of
Mordor
what,
footage in the press conference.
Kyle is working on yet. But if you're hungry for more, we do have TGS coming up. We will be having some very interesting coverage of TGS this year. That I invite you to tune into. Yep, more on that later. But TGS is coming. We will definitely be doing reactions. Of course, we got our bets that you can see from our stream last night. We have even more bets coming in our podcast. We will be posting very soon. Thank you, Sony, for wrapping up this within 40 minutes, so we can get right back to our jobs and get that podcast out there. Thank you, Brad Ellis. Any final words?
It was okay.
It's okay.
This whole thing was okay.
Is the PS4 okay?
This whole thing was just alright. I wasn't blown away. I wasn't like horribly disappointed. They did what I wanted to know.
You're just gonna go get some lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all need some lunch.
I'm
though.
excited about Lunch Pro.
Yeah. Are you more excited about the PS4K or like some tacos right now?
I'm real jazzed on lunch.
Okay.
Pro lunch.
Final words, Damiani. A man of few, but they count.
It was okay.
All right.
See, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, whatever.
But you know what's better than this meeting is our amazing community who joined us here for a regularly unscheduled stream here on a Wednesday morning with this many people coming to my pad.
Yeah.
Chilling, talking about stuff. We hope you enjoyed it. We love talking about it. Take us out, Mr. Michael Damiani. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks.
We'll be streaming stuff more in the week. You can see our schedule below, and you can support us on Patreon.
Support us on patreon.com/easyallies.
Yep. YouTube.com.
YouTube.com/easyallies.
You subscribe to us on Twitch here.
Basically
and,
anything /easyallies.
EasyAllies.com. New fun functionality coming to EasyAllies.com hopefully later this month.
Really?
Yep, some new stuff.
Oh.
A little tweak there, a little tweak there.
Little tease.
Little reinvestment in our website technology. And Damiani's got his finger on the trigger. We love you all. We'll see you later.